covering the Villages for you. Here's Jill Winters and the VNN Lifestyle News Team.
Florida ranks high in small business success. Plus, don't miss your chance to explore new surroundings while on the water. When it comes to owning a small business, City Fire American Oven and Bar owner Gina Buell says Florida is the place to be right now. The state is ranked second best behind Texas for small businesses, according to a new study from Lendio using the most recent data from the United States Bureau of Labor Statistics, U.S. Census Bureau, and Small Business Administration from 2016 to 2023. As of 2022, Florida has 3 million small businesses, which is 99.8% of all businesses in the state. Florida small businesses employ about 3.6 million people. Rustic Rose Home Accents and Gifts and Rustic Rose Fashion Boutique and Brownwood owner Rosalind Housley has owned locations in North Carolina as well as other cities in Florida, and she says the Villages is like its own category. She says Florida might be the second best state, but no place compares to the Villages. For even more about small business success in the Sunshine State, take a look at the front page of Tuesday's Daily Sun. On Saturday afternoon, the aroma of grilled meat filled the air around Spanish Springs Town Square during the 20th annual Barbecue Bash. Thousands of people tasted samples of beef, pork, and chicken from 16 teams and 11 local vendors that were competing for bragging rights. Wade Surveying took first in the categories of chicken and beef, second in pork, and was the Golden Buffalo best overall when it came to beef. Commercial Property Management Executive Director of Operations Matt Hoofer and his team started cooking their meat at midnight Friday, saying it was all about teamwork from his group and the teamwork from the community coming together to help the school. This year's event raised more than $65,000. The People's Choice Award went to Pikes Electric Incorporated, which also donated $8,000 to the cause. Barbecue Bash coordinator Amanda Isaac says all the money they raise goes to the Buffalo Pride Parent Organization Group to provide funding for travels for Villages Charter School athletes, cover the cost of supplies for teachers, and help offset all the expenses for parents. After this short break, we share 2 outdoor activities with you.
Stay with us. More Villages lifestyle news is coming up right after this on VNN.
You want to enjoy your home, we know. To live well is to eat well. Doc's Restorations knows you want a beautiful kitchen to enjoy your favorite meals with your family. Licensed, bonded, and insured, we can make it happen. Bathroom? We work with trusted brands and American-made materials for a squeaky clean result. Family owned and operated for over 14 years, experienced craftsmen and design consultants. We stand on it. We'll make you look like a million. It's up to you what you tell your neighbors. And much more. So relax. Doc's Restorations will take care of it all for you. One company, one source, one solution.
This is VNN.
Just a couple of months after Lake Okahumpka Recreation opened, the Villages Recreation and Park started offering guided kayaking tours on the lake. From anhingas to herons to sandhill cranes and maybe even an alligator, residents get to take in the beauty of this area surrounded by nature and wildlife. Recreation Area Supervisor Madison Taylor has been an avid kayaker for more than 10 years, so when she heard the rec center was going to be on the lake, it piqued her interest. She has enjoyed getting this kayaking program started, describing it as a nice challenge but also very rewarding. She has seen residents who come from out of state who have never paddled Florida's lakes or rivers before. Village of Duval resident Annette Gramiglio even witnessed a bald eagle fishing for its next meal as they paddled out to the middle of the lake. She says it was a beautiful experience. Annette says Madison was very knowledgeable, very encouraging, and very helpful during the kayaking tour. Lake Okahumpka offers kayaking for beginners classes along with the guided kayaking excursions for experienced paddlers. Another way you can get outdoors and embrace the village's active lifestyle is by joining the Sumter Landing Bicycle Club. This is the largest cycling group in the Villages with a roster of more than 800 biking enthusiasts. The group embarks on numerous bike rides throughout a week, accommodating different levels from slower social rides to some exceeding 20 miles per hour. Riders will be able to find a ride that matches their pace. Most rides begin at 9 a.m., leaving from either Everglades Recreation, Bradenton Recreation, or the parking lot of Barnes & Noble in Lake Sumter Landing. All riders are required to wear helmets and follow club safety rules. Learn even more about Lake Okahumpka kayaking and the Sumter Landing Bicycle Club in Tuesday's Daily Sun. If you're thinking about getting outside, first take a look at your village's forecast.
Here's your VNN 5-day weather.
The Villages Taekwondo Club recently saw some of its members reaching a new level. On March 18th, the club hosted an extravaganza at Savannah Center featuring 2 other Taekwondo schools from Tampa and Sunrise. Students took part in form exhibitions and board breaking. 7 members of the Villages Taekwondo tested and earned black belt promotions. Village of St. Charles resident Ed Highland tested and was promoted to a master level. He says it's a big honor and it was something he never expected. He is the first person in the Villages Club to test for his 5th degree black belt. Drew Loicano, master of the Villages School, has been training in the martial art for 49 years. He is incredibly proud of Ed for becoming his first student to reach a master status, and he is also proud of all of his students. He says here in the Villages, they just don't quit. Up next, high schoolers test their handmade structures. We'll be right back.
When cleaning your air ducts, it's important to clean the entire system. An air duct cleaning from Stanley Steamer removes pounds of trapped dirt, dust, and allergens from your home completely. The cleaning improves your home's indoor air quality, keeps your home cleaner longer, and can even improve the efficiency of your HVAC system. We want you to have the cleanest and healthiest indoor air possible, so call for a free inspection today.
Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
Rocking, dancing,
Shake your body, baby, do that conga.
relaxing, or romancing. Thank you for listening to Your Village's soundtrack, WVLG.
The best mix of music, the songs you love. Your Village's soundtrack, WVLG.
Here's sports reporter Drew Chaudhry with this week's Prep Roundup.
The Wildwood Middle High School girls varsity flag football team made its season debut last week, and the Wildcats kicked things off in a rivalry game against the Villages. Wildwood got the better of the first ever meeting between the programs. The Wildcats scored early and often as the cousin duo of Zoe and Kendall Brown combined for 7 touchdowns on offense, defense, and special teams. Wildwood won 64-0 and will play next at Hernando on Wednesday night before a home game against Santa Fe on Thursday. The Villages rebounded with a 27-6 win over North Marion and will also be home Thursday to take on Bishop Moore. The VHS boys tennis team took a tough loss Monday afternoon. In a rematch with East Ridge at Chatham Recreation Center, the Buffalo fell 5-2, losing 4 of 5 singles matches and the top doubles pairing. Senior Dylan Taylor was the only VHS player to prevail, coming from behind for a 9-7 win over Ethan Smith. The loss dropped the Buffalo to 4-5 on the season. The Villages girls tennis team ended last week without a loss on the season. The Buffalo returned from spring break and kept their perfect start going with a road sweep of Seven Rivers Christian in Lecanto and a 6-1 win at Tavares. Their next home match will be against Vanguard Thursday at Moyer Recreation Center. The Villages softball team is also enjoying one of its best starts ever. The Buffalo entered this week at 10-1 after suffering their first loss of the season last Tuesday to Lake Mineola. VHS rebounded, though, with a 13-2 win at Leesburg the following night and will look to add another win Wednesday in a road game against the always competitive Eustis Panthers. The Villages baseball team earned a win in its first game back from spring break. Despite a shaky start on the mound from senior Ruben Barron, the Buffalo managed to come from behind for a convincing 10-3 victory over Citrus Wednesday night. They came close to upsetting Bishop Moore Thursday in Orlando, but the Hornets walked off in a 3-2 result to drop the Buffalo to 6-7. VHS will face Umatilla Wednesday afternoon at Lake Sumter State College in Leesburg. The Wildwood baseball team's week was a mixed bag as well. The Wildcats walked their way to a second victory over Ocala Christian Monday night, winning 18-3, but fell on the wrong side of that same score Saturday, hosting the Sports Leadership and Management Academy from Tampa. They'll be at Bronson Friday night for a Class 1A matchup. That's all for this week. For more on the Villages and Wildwood athletics, check out the sports section of the Villages Daily Sun. I'm Drew Shaltry with the latest in local high school sports.
Thanks, Drew. Students in Liz Nisbet's engineering class at the Villages High School are always working on something interesting. Earlier this month, they built structures and tested the strength of them by seeing how many books they would hold before they destructed.
They were given a size restriction of a 6-inch diameter circle and 12 inches in height. And they had 10 pieces of balsa wood to do that. And each piece of balsa wood is 24 inches in length. So they had 240 inches of balsa wood to work with to build that 12-inch tower. So they had to be creative in terms of how they were supporting the tower to make sure that they could finish the design and yet let it still be strong. They've been working in the civil engineering unit now since basically January, so they've learned about what shapes work well and which don't, and the importance of lamination, so like reinforcing wood beams and which pieces to laminate and which not to. They also learn about what kinds of joints work well, and so this is kind of a culminating activity. They've already built 2 bridges and tested them, so they're just taking that knowledge and applying it vertically instead of across a bridge. But it's probably my favorite one that we do in the civil engineering unit because it's complete destruction of the projects. And it's real competitive because you can see the books being added and they know when they're getting close to like passing somebody else, then they're kind of gunning to pass and do well. And when they fail spectacularly. I want them to be able to take this knowledge too and apply it maybe later on when they go off to build like a skyscraper or something like that too.
Ms. Nisbet says next month her students will be doing a cardboard boat project, which she says is always a highlight of their year. We'll be back with more news from Florida's friendliest hometown after a short commercial break.
Stay with us. More Villages lifestyle news is coming up right after this on VNN. Broadcasting and streaming live from Lake Sumter Landing in a small building with big windows near the water. AM 640, 102.7 and 104.5 FM. Your soundtrack to the Villages. WVLG Wildwood.
You're here to have fun, lots of fun. We're Lake Nutrition Center, your health food store. We offer vitamins, supplements, immune boosters, gluten-free and plant-based options that will support your health. We're here to help you feel better, sleep better, manage your stress of those pickleball tournaments, navigate the traffic circles, and help you with your golf game. We look forward to meeting you and helping you stay healthy and have more fun. Area car wash locations are busy with customers thanks to pollen season.
As car owners see a greenish yellow color on their windows, windshields, doors, and all over, they are driving over to car washes for a good cleaning. For the past few weeks, pollen levels have been high in Central Florida, including right here in the Villages, according to the Weather Channel. Village Car Wash Operations Manager for Business, Victor Lopez, says pollen here is really heavy, so they open their doors with a line and sometimes they even close for the day with a line due to high levels of pollen. Big Dan's Car Wash operating partner Bruce Edel says they have set some new records and he expects to exceed expectations as the pollen season continues. Jersey Mike's locations here locally and throughout the country are expecting a busy Wednesday for its annual Day of Giving. Lauren Gallagher manages the new location in the Villages on Christine Way near Rohan Recreation, as well as locations in Lady Lake and Wildwood. She says their newest store is projected to hit around $10,000 for the day. All funds raised will be donated to Cannonball Kids Cancer, a nonprofit dedicated to curing all childhood cancers through funding research. Customers have the option to round up their bill to a whole dollar and donate the change. There will also be barcodes at the registers to donate an extra $1, $3, or $5. Lauren says regular customers know this one day they are busier than usual and a longer wait is expected. But based on past experiences, customers are willing to wait because they want to support the charity and know waiting will have its benefits. It's time now for a brief commercial break, then more stories for you.
Stay with us. More Villages lifestyle news is coming up right after this on VNN.
I'm Dr. Al Turry. I'm the Director of Audiology for the Villages Health, and I'm surprised and proud to tell you that I've been practicing audiology in the Villages for just over 15 years. The Villages Health is the premier health system in the Villages, and the Villages Health Audiology is the premier audiology clinic in the Villages. We have 9 doctors, 8 locations. Would you believe that we have the only rotary chair in the Villages? For those of you with falls and dizziness and vertigo, we're the place to come to understand what's causing that and then to get you to the right specialist to treat it. We don't just stick hearing aids in your ear and say, call me if you have a problem. I'm so proud of the evidence-based care that we provide, not only in our testing, but in our treatment. When we treat folks with hearing loss, when we put hearing devices on them, it's so much more than, is that too loud or is that clear? We actually validate your outcomes, we verify the fittings using science. We treat our patients really well, and they're not afraid to brag about it. So I shouldn't even brag about us, they're doing it for us.
Mellow Road CBD puts innovation first, giving you the newest line of CBD products in the market. From CBD-infused coffee to gummies, lotions, and oils, MellowRoadCBD.com solutions are designed to help muscle and joint pain, sleeplessness, and even aging and dry skin. Visit MellowRoadCBD.com today to learn more about the various ways they can help you live a balance of physical and mental wellness. MellowRoadCBD.com. Order now and receive 20% off with coupon code VILLAGES exclusively for residents of the Villages.
The Villages Entertainment's new acoustic series kicked off Monday at Spanish Springs Town Square with Jeff Whitfield Trio. Take a look and a listen. the latest Hollywood happenings, here's Mark Edward Willows with this week's entertainment news update.
Hello again, everyone. I'm Mark Edward Willows with the latest in entertainment news. Actor Dick Van Dyke, who is 97 years old, was in the hospital last week as a result of a car crash. The actor plowed through a gate in Malibu, California. He was evaluated, doing well, and on the mend. Dick, we wish you all the best. Snoop Dogg is adding coffee to his resume. That's right, I said coffee, or the coffee business. Snoop Dogg has teamed with the Bean Company in Indonesia, and he is hoping for the products to hit American shelves coming soon. Keep you posted on that. Actress Gwyneth Paltrow in a little hot water these days. She is standing trial as she's being sued by a gentleman who is accusing her of hitting him, knocking him down, and seriously injuring him while skiing. He said the actress was skiing rather recklessly, ran into him. The man was laying there. She just looked at him and took off. So we will see how that plays out in a court of law. Actress Amanda Bynes picked up last week by police in Hollywood for walking around in a parking lot without any clothes on. The actress has been suffering from mental illness for several years now, and she was taken to a hospital for evaluation. We wish her the best. Dancing with the Stars. Returning for its 32nd season. That's right. 32nd season. Cannot believe that, but it is true. And Alfonso Ribeiro is going to be returning as host. And as you know, Tyra Banks is gone. And the new co-host with Alfonso will be Julianne Howe. Yes, she is the sister to veteran dancer Derek Howe. And Julianne is no stranger to the show either because she has won the Mirrored Ball twice in the past. So we wish her well with that. Willie Geist, a fan favorite on NBC's Today Show, the fourth hour. As you know, Hoda Kotb, who teams with Jenna Bush Hager, has been missing in action for several days because her daughter is going through something right now and she's in and out of ICU and all. We wish her the best. But Willie has been filling in, and rumor has it that Hoda may leave the fourth hour of the Today Show because, let's face it, she has a lot on her plate. Will Willie Geist be replacing her? Well, time will tell. And Rosie O'Donnell and Kelly Ripa taking on something new. They are going to be hosting podcasts. The 61-year-old O'Donnell is going to be hosting one called Onward, and Kelly Ripa is hosting one called Let's Talk Off Camera. Both of those podcasts are available on different platforms. Finally, congratulations to singer Gladys Knight. She will be receiving the Humanitarian Award in Washington, D.C., given to her by President Biden. And as you know, Gladys has been in the entertainment business for decades. And honestly, I cannot think of anyone more deserving of that award. And that is the latest in entertainment news for now. I am Mark Edward Willows. Everyone out there, take care.
Thanks, Mark. The Villages is the place to be when it comes to great musical entertainment. These are the bands ready to perform for you on Wednesday. That's all the news we have for you now. Make sure to pick up a copy of Wednesday's Daily Sun to read about area schools that are seeking more help. Get out there and enjoy the Village's active lifestyle.
Thanks for watching your VNN Lifestyle News Show.
I'm going to need a pound of bologna, a half pound of Swiss, and hearing aid special.
One moment.
This is programmable, right?
What am I, a doctor?
Why buy a hearing aid where you buy your groceries?
Our doctors of audiology and licensed hearing aid specialists do one thing and one thing only, hearing aids.
You don't have to go to a big box store to get an inexpensive hearing aid.
We fit only the world's best hearing aids at the lowest prices anywhere, we guarantee it.
Call today and try any hearing aid absolutely free. Visit EliteHearingCenters.com.